All right, so you guys are playing better each week. That's good. So let's just jump right into it. We're going to talk about the baseline out of bounds plays. This is Rocket. So you got Bronson here who's going to run corner. All right. Oh, sorry. So Andre, you're leaving way too much space. This guy could have blew this play up if you just went over. All right. So you got to run shoulder to shoulder off Jaden. But anyway, because you ran, Bronson's man had to help. And Bronson floats corner, wide open three, nobody within 8 feet. All right, Jaden, this is why I don't call fouls because I need you to start being tougher down there. When you get this rebound, try to get your shoulders ahead of your toes so you're not playing on your heels because now you're falling back and they're not calling that stuff. All right. So, like I said, practice is going to get you adjusted to that. And then if you miss, you can get your own rebound and put back. All right. Okay, so remember we talked about on baseline out of bounds plays, we want to score more points than they do. I know that sounded funny when I said it at practice, but this is what I mean. So first of all, Gavin's getting out of position. Nate makes sure he gets back into his spot because Gavin's job is to bait them into throwing this way. So you cover this side so they don't throw it to the block or the corner with him and Nate. Brevin takes away this block. You need to see the ball though, Brevin. Turn your body so you can see the ball. And then when it goes corner, we get a trap. So they take the bait, throw it to the corner. So there we go with the trap. So no pass here. Nate needs to make sure he covers this guy because remember, we leave that guy open. All right. And there goes our turnover, and we're scoring off of their baseline out of bounds play. But Nate, up here, you need to start getting into his body. All right. You make easy hard with this layup right here. All right. All right, here's another baseline out of bounds play. They only did two or three of them. I can't remember. I think it was two, and I think this is it. So anyway, where you can't see Gavin, but he's angling, so they can't throw it to this block. They throw it over the top. All right, and of course that's the pass that we're baiting. Make them throw it over the top so we can run through it. Save and find a way to finish that. Need an and one right there. All right, Andre. Early on, you didn't play very aggressive, and this is what I mean. We swing the ball, we get it to you in the corner. We got everything we want. This guy's forcing you baseline. You're left-handed. If this guy helps, Jaden's on the block. And if he helps the helper, Nate's going to space to the three-point line. So don't be afraid to attack this guy. He can't guard you. All right? So you don't. Now, Savion, you got to be smarter than this. If you're not passing to Bronson, you definitely don't need to attack the space he's already in. There's no space to the left, but you're not reading. You're just attacking. And that's why you get in trouble because there's nowhere to go with it. All right? So we got to save that turnover. But it starts with Andre being aggressive. All right. We created a ton of turnovers and stuff. So like right here, Nate, I need you to read the court. Like I need you to get better at making your teammates better. Like you've grown in that area, but like this, there's no you don't need to compete with them. All right? You could throw it to either of the trailers. And just sometimes just show me that you can see it. All right? And then we don't have to go through the adventure of making that layup. So real quick, just right behind you, you got Jaden and Savion just trailing. And I need to know that you can see that. All right, I thought we did a good job at advancing the ball, attacking guys, viewing. That's a jump pass from Savion. Dre, read a closeout. Pump fake right there. He was going to jump regardless, all right? But you're not reading the game, all right? I want you to get into attack mode a little more because if you do that pump fake and you drive, got to open Bronson or Nate up there. So make sure we do that. But you take the shot and get blocked. So read the closeouts back. All right, so here's another situation of you not being aggressive. Uh, Decent rub screen. Ah, my bad. Decent rub screen. So when you catch it back and you get this rescreen, first, Jaden, stay on this block. That's important. But on this screen, you got to know just if you look below you, so you're just looking here, you got to look below. Their role is not going to be open. All right. Jaden's out of position. His guy's in front of him. So you need to be thinking, can I turn the corner and then make Nate's guy guard so I could go? But that's just being aggressive. Being aggressive don't mean you have to shoot. All right, so right here, you throw it too early and you never make anybody commit to you. So, like I said, you just changing your aggression would change everything on all these ways. All right, so Justin, I almost want to make a rule that you can't do a crossover when somebody is 5 feet or closer to you, but you got it by this time, but that's dangerous for you. But because your aggressiveness, this guy had to help, which means now the guy has to help out the corner. Now Bronson's open. All right, so Jaden, this is what I was trying to tell you. When you're here, you got to start blocking this guy in. And if you got both of them working, they can't jump because they're over here trying to block you out. But you don't work super hard, and so as a result, you just get pushed all the way out, and you didn't give a fight. But imagine this: Savion sprint in here. If you had this guy occupied, Savion would end up with that rebound. All right, so instead he gets a foul. But the only reason Sabian doesn't get it is because this guy's free to jump because you're not battling. All right, so let's back it up so you can see what I'm talking about. So if you block in, you block him underneath the goal, right here. He needs to be underneath the goal, your forearm against him, and making contact. Don't push though. And then these guys would have been double teaming to block you, and then Sabian would have had an easy rebound. So understand when I'm telling you to do some of this stuff, it's not just so you could get the board. We want you to, but it's so your teammates can have a better chance of getting it. I'm gonna put a few of y'all's better offensive plays here. Now, I like you leading the break. You got the rebound, Bronson. I just want you to be patient. You kind of have this timer in your head that causes you to get some bad turnovers when you have the ball. Just get more comfortable. But this is a good play. Both guys go to Jaden. High catch, layup. Jaden, if you see both guys lifting to you, run straight to the block so you could just score a layup. All right. But I like the extra passes. Plus, I like this. Because once it gets a paint touch, we're going to get a good shot. You see both of these guys coming to help. So even if they helped early enough where we couldn't throw it to Bronson, look what we got on this backside. Two wide open shooters. All right. All right. So I'm going to put this on here because it was a good pass, but it wasn't great execution. Saving, you got to get your left shoulder past his left shoulder and then do your rub screen. It's like you were screening for him for Jaden to pop. Nonetheless, Jaden curls. Now, this is what I want y'all to see. A lot of times, once we run it once or twice, this guy's going to help. So a ball fake to Jaden and then Nate would be good. Nonetheless, this is a good high pass, so Jaden could catch it and score it. Way to run Texas right there. All right, but look for that pass when guys start overplaying because it's there. All right, so this is the same play that we ran earlier. We ran Texas. We caught it. I like the way Bronson faces up. So look, you're faced up when there's not much ball pressure. So make sure we can do that against teams that do apply it because this is how the plays will work. All right, but we set the rub screen. Nate backs into him, which forces a switch. So if this was a smaller guy, you could just hit Jaden and sit down or ball fake to Jaden, throw it here. But nonetheless, we throw it. It's tough to guard two actions, so he passes it and screens. And Jaden stays more on the block this time, which is good. So now the roll is open, and then we get that same play. All right. So hey, that's just good execution. I don't think we ended up with a bucket there, but that's a play, Jaden. I want you get both hands on that ball. You got to catch. I want you to get your rebounds up here, 9.5 feet in the rim. I mean in the air, and then go back and score it. All right, but good execution right. Hey, this is good execution. Like we used to do this. So they see the double and this guy decides to switch. But now we've wised up. We know to run the space. He's above. Matter of fact, the back of his head. So we just cut the space and get a layup. All right, that's great execution. Way to take what the defense gives us. All right, here's another good job. We get in the corner. Gavin doesn't take a dribble. Guys, it's so much easier to get by people that are trying to apply ball pressure when you haven't dribbled versus when you have. So he's holding the ball. The guy overplays. We just easily go right around him and then get a easy little floater right there. Look at all the options he has though. All right, we're almost in the paint. They got to take away Bronson, who's opposite block, so Nate's wide open. And so look, I like all the opportunities in there. Good floater right there, Gavin. A way to play patient. Love this play. Looks a lot like basketball. We pass it, one, two dribbles, no dribble, one dribble to make him commit, wide open, bang. All right, so what is that? Let's look at that. So that's one pass, two dribbles, two pass, three pass, good jab, four pass. All right, four pass and what? Two dribbles and all y'all created all that movement. Hey man, good stuff. All right, y'all did this twice. I'm gonna just show it once for the sake of time. But y'all are the only group that's consistently running your free throw plays, which is good. So like this is great. And we don't even come up with it, but we're in great position. All right. We get across. Gavin obviously is going first, steps with his outside foot first, runs right in front of here to the block. All right. And it just took a good bounce for them. But hey, I'm good with that. All right, good job. All right, so like right here, we're not quite in line with the ball, but we know that is Jaden right here. You know it's not your job to take this pass because Andre is going to be on the flight. You just need to be there to trap. But you can't let it get here too easy. All right, because that's like basically a paint touch. That's going to hurt any zone. So when he throws it on a rope right there, which is going to get us in trouble right there. And if he is a good passer, he could throw this pocket pass here, and he could throw it out where he did, and then that gives them a shot. So again, if they're here on this block, Jaden, you got to be closer to run through and touch this pass, and just trust that Andre's going to close out quick enough to be there. But don't be not touching him. And then Nate can, drop to that diagonal. All right, and all these are anticipation type plays. As they drag us over here, Dre, you need to be closer because you know he got to throw a bounce pass to his left hand. Be closer so you can steal that. And if you steal that, who's going to stop you down here? But you're not anticipating. Like, I at least need to see that you're after it. All right. Or at least in his area so when he turns and shoots, he all of a sudden sees you. But you're not there ready to run through that pass. So be careful for when this pocket happens. All right, I love this. Nate, this is showing you're a bit you're a bit more explosive vertically, or you're anticipating better for sure. So you're up here ready to steal this pass if it's there. They don't have good spacing, so you're in a perfect spot. Then when they throw it over your head, you and Gavin are on a dead sprint. Make him make another move and he travels. All right. That's great. That's great defense. All right. Way to hustle. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down this sequence. All right. Because number 22, he could shoot it and he hit. He hit 4 threes this game, all right, and 2 of them were these, and they hit them in a hurry. But we got to understand, okay, deep three, NBA three, he knocks it down. This is okay. So we're like, oh, nobody's fault. Hey, that's just we didn't know he shot it like that. Well, here we go. We get ours. Look how much better of a look we get. We run offense. Gavin drives, plays against triple threat, and then gets it to Dre. So now we get a three right back at him. They come down. They get another possession. He's feeling really hot. All right. And now he's feeling hot. He hits 2 of them. All right. So we got to adjust. But then, same possession. This is just me fast forward. We're running better offense. So, like, don't ever, like, panic. All right. Because here's the thing. Do you think we're going to hit more of these shots, or he going to hit a bunch of those? All right. So now we're starting to play him a little differently, right? We know he can shoot. So now Savian's shading him. All right. Now, these are the shots we want. All right. Off the dribble, pull up, you know. They take another shot. These aren't good shots, all right? These are contested. They're deep. They're off the dribble. They got guys in front of them just like this, fading away. Hey, we can live with all of that. All right. Now here's the thing, Brunson. I need you to get stronger. Like I said, in the open court, you look comfortable dribbling, but Nate's open right now. This is how you know. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the 5th guy, and Nate's resting over here in this wing. So you're like 3 dribbles late, and then you finally throw it. We could end up shooting another 3. All right, so look how many dribbles it takes you to find out that Nate's should be open. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and you only need 2 max to hit him over there. And then we didn't have that whole referee debacle where he was in bounds or whatever. All right, and then we made just some small adjustments. We made life hard the rest of the game for number 22. Like, he was obviously frustrated. So, Savion Shaden, we don't think anybody else is shooting NBA threes. So now he's doing what he doesn't do well. That's dribble and make plays. All right. Hey, this is why I stopped it, though. I love that Justin's blocking in and touching people. Justin, you got to do it. All right. We just don't communicate right there. But look at Justin on the backside. You got to touch somebody. All right. And if you do that, he can't move and get rebounds out of his area. All right, so and I love, they were chirping on their sideline when they hit those couple of threes, but I like how rattled y'all got this guy. So he goes, he's just getting rid of the ball now. I love this risk. All right, I thought you could have got a little bit better jump on it, but Nate doesn't get it. But look how hard we play. Make him make one more play. There you go. Close out. Make him make one more play. Hey, they had to make 3 good plays to come up with that bucket because of y'all's hustle. All right, and when you don't get steals, like if we go for a steal and we don't get it, that's a bad spot for our team. But all we can do is what we did right here because I want us to go for those risks. All right, so hey, good job, good hustle. I love that. All right, so here we go. We got a guy that sorry. We got a guy who got the ball, don't know what to do with it, so he just like, let me just throw it to somebody. So as soon as he does, they think he's open, but that's a bait. So as soon as it gets over there, there's a trap. All right, it bounces off Justin, then back off him. Hey, it's our ball. That's great. Way to sprint on the flight of the ball. All right, so here we are, but I want to highlight Jaden right here. Jaden's ready to trap corner. All right, as soon as you see that ball swung, look how he hustles. And you got to shoot over the length of Jaden. That's a tough shot right there, so that's a good job. Justin, this can't be you. You're too small. You got to go find people. You're not gonna out athlete people for rebounds. So that's why we didn't end up with a clean rebound, is because you didn't block out anybody. All right. So hey, we gotta finish possessions with rebounds, and that starts with touching people. All right. And then Brunson, what is this? You get the ball. I mean, if you can't hit Andre up the court, you're not gonna hit Jaden on the outlet pass out there. All right. You gotta quit panicking. I'd rather you just throw it right back behind you to Nate, and then we push the ball ourselves. So read. Just read your personnel. All right, so this number 22 here, he went what, 4 for like 13 and 14 and threes, and 2 of them were amazing, but we don't need to overdo that because all 4 came off catch and shoot. So I like that we're like, hey, look, he can hit his threes or take his threes, but he's not gonna do any catch and shoot. So look, we get it. He got a dribble. Look at that contest. Love it. All right, great job, Bronson. You're doing a really good job of playing middle and helping out. All right, but those are the shots. Those are the only shots he's gonna get off the dribble, pull up threes, and he can't beat us that way. All right. By the second half, they were scared to throw it to the corner, and this is why. All right, they throw it to the corner. As soon as they do, there's a trap right there. Hey, Justin, but this is what I need. That can't get deflected right there. All right, too many of your passes get deflected, and you got a bad habit of thinking you got to throw it over everybody. You're not going to be big enough to throw it over everybody. When you get it here, you got to throw a bounce pass with your right hand and lead them. All right, so don't get deflected when you throw your pass. All right, I'm putting this here because these are the little things I want y'all to get better at. Like, he catches the ball. You see him about to fall over. Like, we should be anticipating, rolling up, expecting him to have to throw the ball in. Like, he's falling. All right. And we got to run up and get this pass, but we're not standing as if he has to throw the ball back to our side of the court. All right. So that's just some court awareness we got to get better at. So, look, but again, we made life really tough for him. Another turnover. It's just bad. All right. So, since they didn't have a plan, they just stopped having one completely. Like they don't even know where to throw the ball anymore. All right. Way to get down court. Again, way to play middle and anticipate. Like Bronson's reading the guy's eyes, and his eyes are telling him everything. When you're not comfortable, you're not gonna throw no looks. You're gonna throw where your eyes look. Hey, but listen, Dre, you are too athletic to let this happen. Here you go. Look at how they're throwing this ball. You can't anticipate one of those. It's not even that you didn't get it. Like you never got in a stance thinking that this guy might throw that back, so you can. You just wait. Hey man, I need you more aggressive. Run through that pass, and then we'll get a turnover. All right. So let's make sure that happens. Quick reminder. So remember, I told you guys when there's a guy taking it out, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 offensive players. There's 5 of us. If we act like we're gonna let them throw it in, then they won't run their sideline, which is good. But guys, we got to be ready. Savion takes this guy away. Bronson would take away this guy. All right. Andre would be here. And then there's an extra rover rim protector ready to help if anybody, misses it. But Justin, you're asleep. So they're about to take the ball out. You don't even know there's a guy open. They throw it all the way over there. I mean, luckily they find a way to turn it over themselves. But you gotta wake up. And they could have called a foul on you right there. So guys, let's be ready to go. We know what we're trying to set up. We just got to make sure we execute it every time. All right, we'll end with these couple of possessions. Hey, like I'll just put up 2 of them. Okay, so they don't know what to do, but we got to score these. These got to turn into buck baskets right here. All right, that's just pass and catch. That was a good pass by Brunson. Saving, you just got to catch it and score. All right, here we are. Okay, he's trying to dribble now. That's not what he does best. All right, so look, you lost the ball here, Savion, but my thing is you got to find a way to keep the possession. So we created turnover. I'm not saying we got to score on the fast break, but once we see that it's not happening, like you don't have a reverse button typically, like a retreat dribble or something. So basically, hey, let's make sure we keep that possession every single time. All right. Hey, but look, all in all, y'all did well. Each tournament y'all are getting better defensively, offensively. Y'all are starting to read the defense. I mean, this is just the first half, and obviously we just ran away even further. So it got better as the day went on. But y'all keep it up and stay locked in. And the stuff that I'm telling y'all to work on, we still have a lot to grow from. So make sure, like, don't let the winning get in front of like your development. All right. You never arrive in basketball. All right. So let's stay locked in and let's get it. All right.